Hey y'all, I'm starting off parting my hair in the back using my metal tail comb, and the reason I'm using this comb is because I have to go out with these Bantu knots, but usually I would be using my fingers to part because I find that it's easier to hide the parts using my fingers. I'm going to put 2 Bantu knots in the back, and I'm going to be using this sample leave-in conditioner by Miss Jessie's. I always get these at the Jazz Festival in Atlanta every time I go because they always give out free samples, and I have like a lot of samples piled up. So I figured that I would just go ahead and use them all. So what I did was I applied it, I detangled that section, and now I'm 2-strand twisting my hair all the way to the end so that my Bantu knot is more defined. Now I'm going to twirl it in my finger as I'm twisting the Bantu knot. I'm going to start off by wrapping it around the base of that section and continue wrapping around the base as the Bantu knot grows. I'm taking a rubber band and I'm securing it because when I use bobby pins, they don't stay. And I'm going to go continue the same process through my next section. Make sure you twirl it around the base, twist as you go so that the twist can be tight. Continue to twirl around the base and allow the Bantu knot to form on its own. Go ahead and secure it with whatever you have to secure it. I will be cutting these rubber bands off so there will be no hair breakage. I also want to say, if you plan on wearing these Bantu knots the next day, I would say if your hair is soaking wet, please give it at least 8 hours to dry if you're not sitting under a dryer, because these, if you're doing the size that I'm doing, they take forever to dry. I did not sit under a dryer, but I had these knots in my hair for like 3 days simply because I don't know. I didn't feel the need to take them out because, like I said, I went out with the knots. But I did not sit under the dryer, but it did take quite a while for my hair to dry. So if, I would suggest doing it on like semi-damp hair, not right after you shampoo your hair if you don't have time. So if it's the night before, I would say at least let your hair air dry at least 50%, and don't put a whole lot of product in it as you see me doing, so that it will dry faster, okay? Yeah, I left out a piece and y'all didn't tell me. So now I have to go find what knot it was supposed to be in. I did it and now I'm done. Okay, so now I'm going to be using scissors to cut out the rubber bands, like I said, so there will be no breakage involved because we need healthy hair around here. I did use quite a bit of that leave-in conditioner, so it's kind of flaky, but that's okay because we're going to fix that. So all I'm doing is just taking out the rubber bands and unraveling the knots. Now I'm using the DNA serum, and I put 2 pumps in my hand, rub my hands together. Now I am rubbing that on my twists because they're not knots anymore. So I'm rubbing the oil on my twists, and I am getting some of that dry flaky mess out of my hair. Now I am twisting my hair in the opposite direction than it was twisted and pulling it apart. Very simple. Yep, it was raining, thundering, and the lights kept going out, so you know. So I'm adding more oil in my hands, and I'm now just separating my curls to my liking. I like big hair, so I'm separating in small parts. I'm now using my Rake Comb just to fluff out my hair a little bit more, to lengthen it up in the front. At this point, you really just play with your hair and get it to your liking. What I just did in the front was I combed halfway. I didn't comb all the way through simply because I just want a little bit of length added to my bang area. And now I'm just going in to separate a little bit more because, like I said, I like big hair. Fluffing out at the roots, not going all the way through to the end, just fluffing out and sliding the comb out. My friend decided that she wanted to make her debut. Hey Shay, we see you, girl. Bye. Okay, so I'm checking with my mirror just to make sure everything is all good the way I want it to be all around. Fixing a few places. And that's pretty much it, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.